Mazuma TV back in the building, man. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to Mazuma Nation. Shout out to the Mazuma Mob. We in the building as always, man. Back at y'all with my second video of the day. I just wanted to speak about Ryan Garcia and exactly what's been going on with him. You know, let's put a pause on the PED allegations. Let's put a pause on, the illegal IVs and the lawyers. Let's just point out the shit that he's been saying on social media because and he's been saying a lot on social media. I feel like that's what he spends most of his day doing, just tweeting and, being on spaces and just being bored. He's just a dude that just constantly wants to show his face and, he constantly wants to be a part of the conversation. He always wants to be the topic of conversation. Just a very attention-seeking, feminine energy-having dude. You feel what I mean? But I want to point out this particular tweet right here because it definitely made me scratch my head and just lets me know how arrogant, disloyal Ryan Garcia is. I feel like he stooped to a whole new low in this situation, and maybe this is because I come from the boxing world, so I understand that when you have stablemates and shit like that, there's a strong loyalty that goes on between each other. You feel what I mean? We root for each other. We pick each other up when we down. We cheer for each other when we win. You see what I mean? That's just the boxing culture where I'm from, and we don't ever go against our stablemates. You feel what I mean? And if you guys don't know exactly what I'm talking about, I'm speaking about the tweet that Ryan Garcia either put out last night or early today. And he straight up just made it clear. He said that he's willing to bet or is going to bet $1 million that Gervonta Davis knocks out Frank Martin within 7 rounds. He said it's all love with Frank Martin, but the truth is the truth. And he's a part of Errol Spence's team. And that's somebody that he's going to fight if Errol Spence signs the contract. So we going to speak about this, layer by, we going to break it down layer by layer, each thing that he said. You feel what I mean? Now, for those of y'all who don't know, because we have some casual boxing fans on here, they might know some fighters, but they don't know the trainers, who the fighters training with. Just to give you guys some insight, and it's pretty simple. Frank Martin trains with Derrick James. Ryan Garcia, you guessed it, trains with Derrick James. You see what I mean? So this is a man that is a stablemate of his. And what's ironic more than anything to me was they was training at the same gym at the same time, and Ryan Garcia was acting like they was cool. You see what I mean? There's actually videos that are around of Ryan Garcia training right alongside Frank Martin. They both shadow boxing. Frank Martin shadow boxing in the mirror, and Ryan Garcia, he looking to put some videos up to make it seem like he working or whatever. But the whole time he just like low-key trolling Frank Martin. He just circling around him trying to get him to lose his focus and shit like that. Whole time Frank Martin just, devoting himself to his craft, just working on his skill set, warming up, whatever you want to call it. And Ryan Garcia just around him, just trying to get his attention, trying to get him to be a part of the video type shit. So I was under the understanding that they had some type of friendship, or at least, they had some type of loyalty towards each other, and just understanding that, they under the same umbrella. You feel what I mean? They working with the same trainer. But apparently that's not how Ryan Garcia sees things. Not only that, the only reason why, and then another reason why I was under the belief that they had a good relationship, because Ryan Garcia literally said in the fucking press conference, the post-fight press conference, I believe, that, or it was one of those press conferences, that he believes Frank Martin is going to defeat Gervonta Davis. This is something that he has publicly said. This is stuff that you can find online. I am not making this up. This is facts. You feel what I mean? So I'm trying to understand what the switch up is. You feel what I mean? And then for you to say that it's all love, bro, it's not all love, because you was just rocking with him, saying that he was going to defeat Gervonta Davis, and then all of a sudden you switch your whole tone up just because Errol Spence is Frank Martin's promoter? You got a problem with Errol Spence because he had that split with Derrick James. And, there's a case out there that Errol Spence moved wrong in that situation. However, that's 2 other men's business. That has nothing to do with you. You the only motherfucker that's a fighter, that's a part of Derrick James' camp that feels the need to speak out on this shit. That's none of your fucking business. Stay in your fucking lane. You feel what I mean? If it's not your business, then why are you minding it? You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you want to, if they ask you your opinion on it and you speak on it, all right, cool. But you acting like you got a legitimate beef with Errol Spence. You're not like that, bro. You see what I mean? So stop acting like this is some type of personal vendetta that you got against Errol, because at the end of the day, you ain't going to pop off or, you ain't going to back Derrick James' play. And at the end of the day, Derrick James is taking it to court. He's handling it how he's handling it from a legal aspect. So you let him handle his business and you shut the fuck up and you box. You feel what I mean? That's exactly what I would tell Ryan Garcia. But, just overlooking the whole thing and and how the way this dude moves. I don't know how he was brought up. I don't know how his parents raised him. I would like to assume he was raised well. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the fact that this man stoops that low to disrespect his stablemate, to root for a guy that actually knocked him the fuck out, is crazy to me. You literally rooting for your rival against somebody who's supposed to be your stablemate. How the fuck does that even make sense? And the way you try to justify it is because he's a part of Errol Spence's team. Errol Spence is his promoter. He signed with Man Down Promotions. You feel what I mean? So Errol Spence plays a major role in why Frank Martin is at the point that he is in currently in his career. And you have a problem with that. So what, you just gonna have beef for every motherfucker that, you know, is cool with Errol Spence? I don't really understand this situation. You feel what I mean? That's your stablemate at the end of the day. And I don't know if he actually came up with, you know, I don't know if he came up with like a team around him that actually boxes well, but you never go against your stablemate, man. You keep them positive. You know what I mean? You give them words of encouragement. You cheer them on when they win. You keep their head up if they come up short. This is just how we rock out, bro. This is a brotherhood. You see what I mean? Loyalty is really big amongst boxing gyms. You feel what I mean? So I don't understand what's wrong with Ryan Garcia, man. And he might come out later and say that he's joking or he's just trolling or whatever. But the reality of the situation is, man, you got a lot of disloyalty within you. I don't fuck with that shit at all. Ryan Garcia is a very unlikable person at the end of the day. You feel what I mean? And in terms of you possibly fighting Errol Spence Jr. or you acting like he has to sign a contract or whatever, we not believing that shit, bro. Like, you were just talking about fighting David Benavidez. You just blatantly be calling motherfuckers out. And David Benavidez clowning you like, yeah, I'll go down to 144. Like, he know that you a clown. So he just, you know, he doing what motherfuckers do when they see clowns. They laugh at him. It's entertainment. You feel what I mean? So it's like, bro, we don't believe that you got a contract ready to send over to Earl. Because I remember times where you said you was going to fight Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao team coming out like, yo, we don't know what the fuck he talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then you come out and you look dumb and then you blame your team for why, you know, that fight didn't turn out how it did and shit like that. Bro, Ryan Garcia is an attention whore at his finest. Very arrogant dude. Doesn't think before he speaks. And at the end of the day, he got a lot of disloyalty within him. And that's not somebody that, you know, I would really gravitate towards as a boxing fan. You feel what I mean? And, you know, I've been saying this, bro. It's going to get to the point where Ryan Garcia is going to say something to the wrong person or talk crazy about the wrong person. And he's going to have to own up to that when he run into them in real life. He better not run into a Caleb Plant type motherfucker that slapped the fucking dog shit out of him for talking crazy. You feel what I mean? But that's my overall take on the situation. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Ryan Garcia willing to bet 7 figures, $1 million for his own stablemate to lose against one of his rivals, Gervonta Davis, man. And the way that he tries to justify it is because Errol Spence is his promoter and he got some personal vendetta against Errol Spence. Man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. This is Mazuma TV. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, share the video if you can. I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful day. Peace.